Sapnum fellas. So in this week's video, I'm going to be talking about why weather has been everywhere recently. Because if you've been on the ladder at all in the past week, you will have noticed that there's been a lot of weather, specifically these three. But I'm still going to talk about Tyranitar anyway. But the sudden uprising in weather has intrigued me, so I wanted to make a video on it. So, yeah, without further ado, here let's get started. So, the first one I'm going to be talking about is sand. Sand is probably the weakest of the four right now, because there's really only one Pokemon that takes advantage of it, and that's Lycanroc. Tyranitar Lycanroc is currently, I think it's alright. Lycanroc isn't getting outsped in the sand ever. It's outspeeding Booster, Iron Bundle. Like, you don't even need to run max speed. You can just do 68 speed with Jolly or 180 speed with Adamant and just go full attack, so you can get the big rock slides. And you can do the double rock slide. You can also go Assurance. But the reason I think sand is the worst of them right now is because, again, there's not many Pokemon that take advantage of it. But also, Tyranitar is in a weird place right now because with Terra Flying, it's alright, but it does okay into Tinglu with Low Kick, but it doesn't like Chien-Pao because of Sacred Sword, and if it's Terra Flying, you can click Ice. That's Ice Fang. You can click Ice Spinner. It definitely doesn't like Flutter Mane, but also it does like Flutter Mane at the same time. Because, first of all, Flutter Mane doesn't want to be taking a Rock Slide from Lycanroc. Yeah, it doesn't want to be taking a Rock Slide from that. And Tyranitar also doesn't like Hands. Sand is just in a weird place. I think the biggest Pokemon that takes advantage of sand is Tyranitar himself, because the special defense getting boosted by 1.5 times is definitely very, very useful for it, and when left unchecked, it can be very, very good. So, there's not really much to say about sand right now, other than Tyranitar good. So, next is going to be snow. Now, snow is in a good place. I think snow is better than it's ever been, because first of all, Abomasnow seems really good right now. You can slap a weakness policy on it. You go Giga Drain, Blizzard, Earth Power, Protect. Now, if that weakness policy gets procced, let's say let's say you Terra Water and you get hit by a Volt Switch from Iron Hands, or you can do it with a Volt Switch from Hands, or a Heavy Slam from an unboosted Dozo. Neither of those are doing too much. Or you could do Gyro Ball from a Bronzong. But the reason I think Abomasnow is in a good place right now is because of its matchup into Balance. It's immune to Spore and Rage Powder. If you Terra Water, Arcanine hates it because it can't do much, and it hates to take an Earth Power. And obviously it can't Terra Water or Terra Grass because of Giga Drain or Blizzard. Tinglu certainly doesn't want to take a Blizzard or Giga Drain when your weakness policy is activated. Palafin, this thing takes Jet Punches all day long because of the defense boost that the Ice type gets from Snow. It doesn't really interact with Main. It doesn't like Chi-Yu that much, but Chi-Yu doesn't like it because of Terra Water. But obviously there's ways to play around it. I think the other two weathers are currently better than Snow, but I think Snow is better than Tyranitar and Sand because of how good Abomasnow is right now, and also because of Iron Bundle. Now, a thing you can do in Snow is it allows you to set up this thing called Aurora Veil. And what Aurora Veil is it's both Light Screen and Reflect in one move. And that's really good, because you don't have to spend 2 turns doing it, and it's Snow only. So you can pair Abomasnow with Iron Bundle to make your Abomasnow extra bulky along with your Iron Bundle, and you can just spam Blizzard with both. And with the double Blizzard spam, 10% chance to freeze, and freeze is a very, very annoying status to deal with. So, a Bomb of Snow is probably the weather you've been seeing the most recently, and that's because Cybertron has done a few videos of it. I think Wolfie's doing one on it, but that would probably explain it. Iron Bundle's really the only good mon that can take advantage of snow, but another one is Sir Titan. Now, Sir Titan might be pretty good right now, because, Ice Spinner, it gets Liquidation, you get Close Combat. No, what physical moves do you get? Body Press, Earthquake, Heavy Slam's a big one, because, this thing's very, very heavy. You get Ice Shard. Let's just go Ice Spinner, Liquidation, Ice Shard, Heavy Slam. You can also go Superpower and give it like an Assault Vest, because this thing's doing big damage. I think every like pure ice type wants Terra Water. So I think that's gonna conclude all I'm gonna say about snow right now. Just one more thing. A Bomb of Snow does well inside of Trick Room as well, so you're probably seeing it paired with Trick Room teams, with things like Bronzong, things like Farigireth, stuff like that. So, moving on, we've got Rain. Now, Rain is in a good spot, not an amazing spot like Sun is, but it's in a good spot, because while Pelipper isn't the best Pokemon, the Pokemon that take advantage of Rain are really good. First of all, there's the obvious one of Palafin. You don't want to be facing a Palafin in the rain. That's all I'm going to say. A Palafin in the rain is a scary Palafin. It won, I think it was Oceania Internationals. So, that'll explain something. There's another team that has been rising in usage, and that's the Rain with Dondozo team. That's Dodrio. Rain with Dondozo team. Now what the Dondozo team does is it runs Life Orb, and I think it was a hasty nature with 252 speed, 252 special attack, and 4 attack. And what it ran was Terra Water with Surf, Wave Crash, Sleep Talk, and Protect. So, you may have seen Cybertron fight this at the European International Championships. So, because of that, obviously it's been seeing some usage. And the Surf from this thing, it's scary. It's very scary and not fun to fight. So, this thing does kind of get walled by stuff like Amoonguss, but even then, Amoonguss takes big damage from it. So, another thing is Dreadnought. Dreadnought's probably the best Swift Swim user. This is because of its attack stat. It gets things like, do you get Wave Crash? No. It's because things like Liquidation, it gets a really fast Rock Slide. What were the other moves? I think it was Ice Spinner and oh yeah, it was. It's always been terrible. It's been terrible. Blast Grass as well. So yeah, I've seen people pairing it with Choice Band for the bigger damage. I've seen some people pairing it with Life Orb, although Dreadnought is usually used on the teams that have the Life Orb Dozo. So yeah, Rain's in a good spot. There's just like specific Pokemon you have to use with it. So, lastly, I'm going to talk about the best weather right now, Sun. Now, Sun is good because of the sheer amount of Pokemon that can take advantage of it. Because, there's things like Lilligant. You've probably heard of Lilycole. Lilligant gets after you. The target makes his move right after the user. So, what you do is you max out Lilligant's speed, because then this is outspeeding Booster Energy Iron Bundle. So Then you use After You on the Torkoal. You have like Charcoal with Terra, Fire, and Eruption, and you have like a dangerously fast Eruption. But it's not just that. I think this, yeah, Sun won the VR challenge. So, and the Torkoal that won, I think it was Eject Pack with Overheat, Helping Hand, Yawn, and Protect with Terra Flying. Now, Sun is good because Torkoal's a good Pokemon, but as I mentioned before, the sheer amount of Pokemon that are good with it, because it's not just Lilligant, there's also Jumpluff, who can be really annoying with Leaf Storm, Sleep Powder, Encore, Tailwind. It also gets Pollen Puff. You're probably going to want to run Terra Water on it. But it's not just Pokemon with Chlorophyll. It's also every single Pokemon that has Photosynthesis. So things like Fluttermane, things like Great Tusk, things like Roaring Moon, you know, things like Sandy Shocks, you know, Brute Bonnet. All of these really, well, really good or somewhat decent mons, especially Fluttermane. You can go Choice Specs, and you can go Speed Boosting. Now, if you don't already know, the way Photosynthesis works is that if the sun is active, your highest stat is boosted by 1.3 times, or 1.5 times if speed is your highest stat. Now, that's equal to a Choice Scarf boost. So you have a Fluttermane that has both a Choice Scarf boost and a Choice Specs boost at the same time, which is, it's insane. Because, you know, you can do Shadow Ball, you can do Dazzling Gleam, you can go Moonblast, and then in the last slot it's usually taken up by coverage, so usually like Power Gem, Thunderbolt, you know, stuff like that. Great Tusk is also really good. You can pair it with Chien-Pao, and the Chien-Pao that was used was Terra Flying, so that it could be next to the Great Tusk, and Great Tusk could use Earthquake, and the Tusks are usually Choice Scarf, so that inside of Tailwind it can outspeed Booster Energy Iron Bundle. So, yeah, that's just going over the different weathers and why I think they're really good right now. I think the reason weather has popped up a lot recently is because people are probably just bored of balance, but all... no, that's just my reason. I think it's because people are finding that a lot of the mons that benefit from the different weathers are good into the current meta. Like a Bomb of Snow, like Fluttermane, you know? So, I think that's gonna conclude this video. Thanks for 5 watch, bye.